Why you're leading Cretius on, I'll never understand.
You're back. Please, tell me what you found. Let me see that. Huh, I knew it. Gratian's death wasn't because of a rock fall. It was just a story to keep people away from the tombs. Now that I have his journal in hand, I can get some closure from the East Empire Company. Make them pay for lying to everyone. Thank you. Now, I believe I owe you a little more than a debt of gratitude for all that work you did. Here, it's not much, but it's the best an old retired miner can do. He's begging for patrons again, eh? Well, I suppose I could have just a bit. Mark my words.
Allow me to apologize for Cretius's behavior. Oh, that sounds lovely. Thank you. Be careful out there. I'll have food ready soon. You need to eat.
You're too good to me, Aphia. I only wish I could remain with you longer.
It doesn't matter, my husband. Let's simply cherish the time we have for now.
And what will you do when I'm gone?
Then I'll simply have to fall in love with some other senile, grousing old fool.
Citizen.
Are you here to pray, or perhaps pay your respects at our ancestral tomb?
I don't know. I feel like I knew something about it, but now I can't remember.
May Azura, Mafala, and Boethia guide you.
You were one of the Ashlanders, Elder?
I was. I wandered the wastes of Vardenfell, carrying the message of the reclamations from tribe to tribe.
Don't you mean the Anticipations?
We no longer use that name for them. They have reclaimed their identity and no longer represent the patronage of the false tribunal. You'll do well to remember that next time, attendant. Of course, Elder. Please forgive me.
You may have everyone fooled, but I see what you're doing here.
Excuse me, but the temple is for followers of our faith, beloved.
Get that vile liquid away from me.
Non-believers...
I can't really remember. I think I knew at one time, but now I'm not sure.
Non-believers are never welcome here.
If they desire salvation, the citizens of Raven Rock need to open their eyes. Have you witnessed...
You lost?
Traveling beyond the bulwark will be much safer as a result of your victory at Fort Frostmoth. Good old Geldis is always managing to keep our spirits up, and our eyesight hazy. Thank you. With the mines open, Raven Rock has become a significant colony of the Dunmer people again. I've been able to convince my superiors at House Redoran to send me the resources that they've been denying, now that we're deemed more important. Soon, we'll have a steady supply of workers and materials to keep things going for years to come. I think it's important, but I couldn't really say. You've never heard of House Redoran? We're the mightiest of the great houses, and we lead the council, the ruling body of Morrowind. This isn't Skyrim, Outlander. A group of powerful and influential Dunmer families have been ruling Morrowind for millennia. They embody a council made up of 5 great houses: Telvanni, Dres, Endoral, Sadras, and Redoran. Well, of course, with 4 other houses on the council, someone has to keep the rabble organized. Our house leads the council by virtue of our preeminence in battle, wisdom, and ancestral glory. My doors are open if you wish to discuss matters involving Raven Rock.
Move along, Outlander.
I'm sorry to bother you, but Second Councillor Rano asked me to come find you. He said it's quite urgent. All he wanted me to do is track you down and send you to him. Look, this is important. Even more important than wiping out the Ash Spawn. Please, go speak to the Second Councillor as soon as possible. I'm sorry. I've already said too much. Talk to Second Councillor Rano if you're willing to help us.
Thank you for coming. After everything you've already done for Raven Rock, I hate to ask for more, but I can't risk Councillor Morvain being killed. The Ulan family of House Lalu, a rival great house, has placed a death mark on the Councillor's head. It's a private matter. Let's just say they seek revenge for the execution of one of their own, ordered by Councillor Morvain himself. The problem is I don't have any solid proof that anyone from House Lalu is hidden among us. Only my suspicions. It may be justified, but it certainly isn't appreciated. Councillor Morvain simply feels that I'm being paranoid. I'm afraid that one day I'll awaken and discover him dead. I don't want it to come to that. I do. I've received some information from my sources that there could be elements of Ulan's house, House Lalu, already in Raven Rock. Raven Rock is a small settlement, so it's hard to accomplish anything in secret. If any of them is from House Lalu, I wouldn't be able to make a move without them knowing. I had a feeling you'd be willing to listen to me. I need you to start out by being my eyes and ears. Search Raven Rock. See if you can root out these traitors. The best place to start would be Geldis Sadri, over at the Retching Netch Corner Club. If he provides you any leads, check them out before bringing them to my attention. I can't afford to make any mistakes. What? Oh, no, thank you. I need to keep my head clear. Yes, I'm not sure what to say. Did we build that? I really don't remember. Don't worry. You can trust Gelbus. He's been with us for a long time.
Where in his shrine?
That they have forgotten.
Here do you dwell.
By night we recline. Far from ourselves.
Now through him do we see. Your hands once were idle.
And when the world shall listen,
And when the world shall see,
that world will cease to be.
here in my shrine, that you
Here
have
do we
forgotten, that
call
we might remember what by day was stolen, far from yourself. He grows ever near to us.
Now through him do
Our
we.
hands once were idle.
Now through them does he speak. And when the world shall see,
And when the world remembers.
that world will cease.
Here in his shrine. That they have forgotten. Here do we toil.
that we might remember. But night we reclaim. What by day was stolen.
Far from ourselves,
He grows ever near to us.
I work for Mogul. Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club, home of the mine's open, people are buying drinks. Well, well, Adril's got himself a spy, does he? Azura knows he needs all the help he can get. He's been chasing the Ulans for years now. No, I just think he's going about this the wrong way. Actually, I do. If you want to catch those slippery slaughterfish, you need to let them come to you. There's an Ulan ancestral tomb near the temple. Someone's been leaving ash yam offerings on the altar inside. If you were to wait inside for whomever that is, I'm betting they'll have some of the answers you're looking for. What makes you think I haven't? Anytime Adril and the Redarin Guard made a move, the Ulans must have been one step ahead and didn't show up. You can thank me if it works. Until then, I'd head to the tomb and wait until your visitor shows up. Back in 95, Vila Ulan came to Raven Rock with a plan to take over our town. But Fetcher thought he could stir up the locals and use them against the Redarin Guard and then murder Consular Morvain when we weren't looking. He arrived alone, but spread enough coin around to start changing people's minds. Half the bloody town joined his side. Can you believe that? He underestimated the Redarin Guard. They were organised and brought a swift end to the coup. Vila tried to run, but he was caught by Captain Veleth himself. Vila Ulan was executed a short time later, and his remains placed in the Ulan ancestral tomb. Are we building it? I had a dream about that. Safe travels, Outlander.
Can't believe I've been stuck here.
Excuse me. I didn't realize there was anyone else here. I presume the same thing you're doing, leaving an offering for the departed. Forgive my surprise. It's just that I wouldn't expect that sort of behavior from someone who isn't Dunmer. Since there aren't any Ulans left on this island, I've taken it upon myself to leave the traditional offering in their stead. What do you mean? I thought I was clear. I'm simply honoring a fellow departed Dunmer. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to meditate a bit. Please, I don't wish to be disturbed while I'm meditating.
There's nothing beyond the boulder, except wild gnolls and other trees.
Your actions here have been a blessing to us all, Sergio.
How do you feel? I think you might be sick.
Why? Never seen a veteran guard before?
You lost?
You've brought Raven Rock back from the brink, traveler. I don't know how
I
to
hope
thank you.
Geldis proved useful. Have you made any progress? Telesu, are you sure? So Geldis's plan worked, eh? Every time we tried it, no one would ever show up. If Telesu's involved in any sort of plot to harm Councillor Morvain, I'm going to need hard evidence to prove it.
Of course, Sindiri.
I'm not kicking
What
down
troubles
anyone's
you?
door until I have
concerned
solid
about
evidence in
Huntford
hand.
stores. Jalan can
If
only
you're
carry so
wrong
much on
about
each
Telesu,
journey, and I'm
things
afraid we
would
might
quickly
run
go
out.
downhill around here,
I'll
and the
speak
real
with Garen and see
culprits
if we
might
can't
slip
increase
away.
the crop
I
production this
can't
season.
afford for that to happen.
Sorry, Sindiri.
If you have evidence
I fear
and it
we'll
places
be
your
feasting on
life
ash
in
yams
peril,
a bit more often
I
this
would
year.
expect you to do whatever you must to keep yourself alive. Here, this key should open the front door of the manor in case they've locked it. Good luck. Be careful. If the Severins have betrayed us, then they'll be well...
Splendid. Another mouth.
I don't know who sent you here, but you've given us something to build on. I should mix some of this into my next potion. Who knows what would happen? So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Remember, I have plenty of potions and ingredients if you're ever... Destroying the... So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Remember, I have plenty of potions and ingredients. If you're ever in the market.
Watch it, Talisi.
Come on.
I think we might have a
I know
visitor.
you're in here. I
Reverend
House Lalu will have your reign is over.
No. It's not my time.
What was that?
Sure.
You can't hide from me.
I can't believe Ravenrock Mine is open again. Finally, some...
With the Ashbourne threat taken care of, I can give my men the rest they deserve. Well done. At your service.
You took its very soul.
Did you find any evidence? Then we finally have
would
them.
have believed it.
All that remains now is chasing them down and bringing them to justice.
Can't be.
Good. I'm going to send two of the best Reverend Guard we have to take them down. I want you to assist them any way you can. See that you do. We can't afford to let these traitors slip away. Villa Ulen wasn't the first Ulen to live in Ravenrock. His father, Valen Ulen, was one of the first Dunmer to settle here. Unlike his son, Villa, Valen was a good man. He contributed to the community and was quite respected. When Valen died, his family provided the funds to construct the tomb. The Ulen family being a part of House Lalu didn't matter. It's Dunmer's tradition for the ashes of the deceased to be placed in an ancestral tomb. Valen Ulen and his son's remains were both laid to rest there because that's what he'd requested. Ashfallow Citadel's been abandoned for a long time. You ready for anything? was that? Anybody there?
Yeah! That's your bed? Huh? Oh! Hear something.
I join you in death, Father.
You lost?
Well, what happened? Then, it's finally over. What of the Reverend Guard I sent to assist you? Damn it. I was hoping to protect our people by sending them, not end up with casualties. To think that Vendel would stoop so low as to hire those fetchers. I'm glad you killed him. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Councillor Morvain will be quite pleased when he hears about this. Follow me, and I'll take you to the Councillor so you can speak to him yourself. Excuse me, Councillor Morvain. I have some wonderful news.
Adriel, I haven't seen a smile on your face like that in a long time.
This visitor has single-handedly dealt with a threat that could have ended your life. Vendel, Telesue, and Miri Severin weren't who they appeared to be. I'm afraid they were here to avenge Villa Ulen's death.
Vendel? But he's done so much for Raven Rock. How could this be possible?
They did it to gain our confidence, Councillor. They had us all fooled. I should have been more vigilant. I'm sorry.
Don't say that. It's not your fault, old friend. And you, step forward. What you've done for me, for all of Raven Rock, goes far beyond what I would have expected from a traveler to our town. For this, you have my deepest gratitude. Now, I'm certain Adriel was prepared to reward you appropriately for everything you've done. However, since a bit of coin hardly seems like enough, I've decided to provide something more substantial. Since the Severin family, or whoever they were, turned out to be criminals, their property is now forfeit. As Councillor, I hereby award you Severin Manor and everything contained within. You've earned your citizenship here, and I hope you'll consider staying with us as a member of our community.
With the Ashbourne threat taken care of, I can give my men the rest they deserve. Well done, friend.
You haven't seen Precious Corellius, have you? No, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill pickaxe. I'm talking about an ancient Nordic pickaxe. They don't exactly grow on trees, you know. I prefer to handle these things on my own. Look, if you see Precious, tell him to give me that pickaxe back, and I'll pay you for the trouble. Well, it's been a long time since someone from the guilds bothered to make their way out here. So tell me, how's my brother Delvin? Still spending his nights at the Ragged Flagon trying to win Vex's heart? Good to hear. Tam Layabout never even bothers to send his own flesh and blood a letter saying how he's doing. Can you imagine? Anyway, I suppose you're looking for work. Well, I got bad news. This place is drier than a damn bone. Eager to make some coin, eh? That's the spirit. I'll tell you what. The guild's got a problem out here that I've been trying to deal with for years, but haven't been able to handle. Don't look at me like that. I'm all alone out here, with no one to watch my back. And besides, it's really my problem anyway. I caused it. A fellow Breton who went by the name Esmond Tyne showed up at my doorstep about a fortnight ago. He noticed the shadow marks like you did, and I thought he was one of us. That he did, right out from under my nose. Can you believe it? It's my own formula for improved bone mold. Took me years to perfect. Well, before he ran off, he was talking some nonsense about trying to fence goods to the Reeklings at Castle Karstag. I told him he was crazy to even think about talking to those vicious little buggers, but he wouldn't listen. I'd bet a fat person coin that he's either dead or hiding out up there. You do that, and I'll make sure you're set up right. You won't be disappointed. Looking to protect yourself, or deal some damage? You tell Precious he better give that pickaxe back to me, or else.
Shit. Disgusting. I work for Mogrul. Mogrul doesn't lend coin to outlanders. Look somewhere else.